Ничего себе травма. Рашья 31. А? Ну, тоже верно. Земляничан. Так.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
The NFL season has hit high gear and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And they're on the 28-yard line.
Don't worry.
Jackson looking to throw right away. He'll keep it himself.
Заебись, контейн работал, блядь. Хотя он через центр бежал, а контейн заработал. Не ожидал вынос.
Down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage. And that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6.
Guter Jan, guter. Jetzt bist du Punktlich gekommen.
You saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards. From the 40.
Heute hoffentlich ist es ein bisschen einfacher für mich.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And he's going to have this first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
That's good.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Oh.
And that one opened up for him well.
Oh, das ist nicht so einfach.
26-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Jackson. And he backs it away, and it falls
Рискованный пас.
And that might have
Не
been
шаг-то как бы
even though you don't hit on the deep throw.
ряды-то
You
обычно
at least put
другие.
in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 30.
Потерялся совсем, блядь. Лучше бы отдавал им руками это делать.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way.
Man.
Early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
A give up the middle with Benson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Теперь надо пасовать, Андрей.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6.
Думал сыграть.
He will not be able to get first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Видимо, будет играть.
Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Gut.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
Ой-ой-ой.
And he's going to be hemmed in.
Очень плохо он дырочку не влез.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Now a 2nd and 10. Near his goal line, here's Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd.
Так.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Блять.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And I think this is a situation
Плохо.
where the quarterback coach in the sidelines going to talk to his
Даем, Андрей, все.
It's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check
Будет классно,
something down.
что первый матч он выиграет против меня.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground to town. They'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Тройное прикрытие.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Ой-ой-ой.
This one is no good. He missed it.
Не везет Андрей. Мог впервые со мной вперед выйти. Хотя нет, тогда один раз он уже. Так, ладно, поехали. Маков, не стал твое время. Блядь, потом упал. Смотрю в одну сторону, нажимаю в другую.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't need the points, start off that drive. Now they got a chance to redeem themselves. Maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board in this one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. Back to throw now on first down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports.
At the Cardinals' 48-yard line.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Now they'll change things up. Purdy now to throw off the play action. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to get this down inside
Чуть-чуть не увалился.
before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
McCaffrey
Мам.
will score. Touchdown for the Niners. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Испугалась?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Так. Ну, полегче.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Jackson now. That pass completed to Dortch. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson.
Блять, я же сказал, 87-го надо смотреть. Я смотрю 87-го и, блять, не добегаю до него. Сука. Должен научиться юзерить, наконец-то, а?
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Я хочу попробовать его обмануть.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL.
Уинни бросил, блядь, он был раньше бросать на квадрат. А я еще и не буду.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Yeah.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Niners at 4-6 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lane's definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Jerome Jennings. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Look.
Quick throw completed by Purdy. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Okay.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Перебор.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Так, ну что, свалится в пас. Классический.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying to transmit the rest of your team. Make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Jackson. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr.
Хотел побежать туда, но там их двое было, блин. Я бы бросил тогда что-нибудь. Раннибэк. О, и не посты, мои любимые. Как же мне вас не хватает. Так, ладно, давай.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. And too far in front, he couldn't read it. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Ну, прямо перекладываем.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
What's up?
Back to throw, Purdy. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Get set. What's up? Stop.
Here's Purdy. To the right side.
Intercepted.
Baker.
Ой-ой.
On the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get
И
this
бросил.
one
Два
back.
перехвата.
Been something double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession.
Экспериментируем.
INT.
Экспериментируем.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it.
75 ярдов.
65 yards. And the 49ers come right out.
Переключается руками. Ну, хотя, в принципе, наверное, в такой ситуации надо было. Та самая комбинация, которая в прошлом надо. Она опасна, если считает этот соперник. Блядь. Чау. Я что-то заговорился, блядь, надо было отпустить раньше. Да чё довольный? Хороший пас прошел, что не порадовался? Плакать мне сидеть, что ли?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now Jackson. Got his man, it's Dortch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And his play call does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 33, here's second and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to maneuver. He'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To throw is Jackson.
Блядь.
Short one here, caught by McBride. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson.
Надо было дальше бежать. Но тогда там я бросил.
He's going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Again, Jackson. Now Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Классический фамбл, который мы не видим.
Possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Блять, я ж нажал.
And his kick
Сука.
is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
Что он не
So
прыгнул?
he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Purdy now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Purdy. He's got his man complete to Pearson. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah,
The scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Nice.
Get it across midfield and down to the Cardinal territory.
Рано ускорился, блять.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Purdy looking to throw.
Ой.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Not
Oi.
his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Purdy. Pass caught by Pearson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Get set, get set. Watch out. Up.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Up.
The first carry here for Jordan James. And they corral him just
Скоро ускорено, когда мы там, они не заблокируют, то будет хуёво.
there and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called, they are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation, because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Get set, get set. Up.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Unable to corral him, he fights through.
Да, живем
And the
ближе.
tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down steps to put this offense in
Молодец,
precarious
кстати,
position.
разобраться
We
в
know the security
редакции.
point of attack,
Играет
but
за
against
Амара.
the big body guys in the middle of this D, it's
С
got to
Андреем,
be
с которым
fun.
мы созвонили.
They had the run for
пока всё
no
равно
gain. Now they'll try
первого,
again
видимо, был
from the
созвон.
25 on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
Блядь.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Вообще на него не смотрел.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. Throwing is Jackson. There's a short one caught by Ryman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the kill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Short one here, caught by McBride.
Я думал, побежит. Начал разворачиваться, потом начал закрывать.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just lead the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack. And it's 4 downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Watch out!
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
The kick by Sanders is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Поддаваться, что ли?
Fourth quarter, and that personal foul that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the Cards as they trail in quarter number 4. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
From the gun, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. They get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in it, pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play action. It's Jackson. Poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Watch out!
And they take a knee.
Ну, отыграли своем. Спасибо за просмотр. Thanks for watching. Danke für Unterstützung. Danke, Jan, dass du gekommen bist.
And they will take a knee here. Here comes the 49ers runner now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the
Пока-пока.